Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about the jet fuel hoax. Many videos talked about this. Planes are not having fuel inside of them. Yeah, you can see how it's made. It's very lightweight aluminium structure. Let's start. We have to start from Mr. Viktor Schauberger. This guy was into the movement of fluids, a very bright scientist, and he was into the vortex movement. Any liquid will and the air will take this kind of collapsing effect. If it is put in the right condition of moving, it will collapse into a vortex. Many phenomena in the nature have this vortex happening, and once it collapses, something here down, if there is a force here dragging and making it kept alive, everything will continue to collapse. So it's a collapsing effect. So the more you build energy, the more the energy will build and concentrate into this vortex once it is started. So the whole story of me discovering this started with the cars. I was a car guy, and I discovered people putting a piece of metal inside the intake, something which looks like this. You just make it from a piece of metal, it's cut, then folded, then it gives you this shape. And the air intake, the air will pass through these tubes of the intake and go across this piece of metal. This metal doesn't move, it's the air which is passing through, which will collapse into the vortex that we have seen in the image. I don't know if we have any here. Yeah, the vortex effects. Yeah, it's everywhere in the universe. So yeah. So once I put this in the car becomes so good. It was unbelievable. So the car industry avoid using vortex collapsing effect for the intake. So the intake will gather more and more energy, like the air is building inertia inside the pipes. And since the pipes usually they get bigger here, they are bigger from the air filter, and then it becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. So there is acceleration. So you generate the vortex here, and all of this will continue sucking the air and building the vortex inside, building this inertia going into that direction. So the car became so good, it was unbelievable. So I understood all the scam of the car industry, putting those stupid turbos, mechanical piece, complicated braking, and horrible engineering. So once you use this exotic between brackets real science, the stuff really changes. So the car was really incredibly good, and I understood why the car industry didn't change for such a long time, because they agreed to not use some effects and some a lot of points I will not talk about in this video. And one day I put another vortex generator in the entrance, plus the one that was here, and the car became just too powerful, too strong. I was competing with powerful cars, but the car in itself, other parts were not designed for this kind of torque and power. So I kept only this in this car. But I believe we can do many stuffs with just this beautiful technology. The sound was crazy, it was beautiful. There is this car magazine actually put one of those in an old car, an old Beetle. So they show you here how they did it and all the results. It talks about fuel economy, but all the car is better everything is better. It's a very beautiful technology once the air moves into those vortex. So this is it. Mr. Schauberger, the beautiful planes, pieces of art, and this is the big art is here. The magic is happening here. The vortex will collapse here into this direction, and those are turning this direction against the vortex. The vortex is doing like this, and those are kind of plain wings, so they go the other direction. So this is going here, and the vortex will enter like this, and this is turning like this. But here in this side, in this heart of it, I don't know if you can see, but the wings are inverted. The wings are inverted here compared to those one. The wings here are inverted, so those will turn the same direction as the vortex, and those turn the opposite. And I believe the link here is a cog that inverts the two movement. So the power of the heart of the vortex is channeled back up, and the back up, those are putting the vortex here. You will see something also very interesting. Very interesting here is this, there is a root in a piece of nature here. This root, it has a specific shape in the nature, and you put it in the water, and it goes swim against the flow of the water. Actually, you can see it here going, just because it is shaped in this exotic shape. Schauberger and the nature has this, so it will go against flow of air. Look here how it will climb against the flow of the I'm sorry, 1 second. So I said there is this root that goes against the direction of the water, of the fluid. You can see it in this video. I will give you the link. It's going against the water because of its shape. It's a little bit digged in the inside shape of it, and the other is like curved, like a wing, but it has this vortex shape, and here we see it climbing against the flow of water. So it will do the same if it was enough air and everything. So what's happening in this beautiful object here, we can say that the root part that is going against the flow is all this that turns against the flow, against the vortex. The vortex enters like this, get more and more rapid, more and more energy, and all this is going that way, and the energy here is fed back, and this one feeding back, and it's yeah, resonating effect. So this will get sucked up. All this part, these wings are pulled this way, like this route we have seen. So the plane doesn't really, it does push some air here, but it's not this that is making this power for the plane. It's this part getting sucked. This is following the vortex like the route we have seen. This is the power of the planes. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know how much fuel they put into this, but it is beautiful technology, pieces of art. So here, those planes, there is a power here sucking this direction, and the pilot of course give it the right inclination, and it's going up. It's in our head it's about the pushing here. It's power of pushing, but it's power of sucking. Those wings here, they are following like the route. They are getting sucked the direction of the vortex that is collapsing here, the direction of the air, and this plane is just given the right direction to go, and with of course with the la portance, I don't know how they call it in English, and the incidence of the air, it will go that direction. Beautiful object. They are pieces of art. The moment you climb into one of this stuff, remember that this is why it's the safest way to travel and everything. It's a beautiful object. I don't know how much fuel they are burning, but believe me, not a lot. Once the right speed of these pieces of art here is in its efficiency zone, efficiency speed of rotating, the stuff is just basically going on this vortex collapsing. Beautiful, beautiful pieces, very lightweight, very safe. So enjoy the next time you go into these stuffs. Enjoy the beauty when technology is done for real. With the real technology, it's this art. But they are lying to us. Of course, this is the Concorde, sonic plane, supersonic plane, 2 times the speed of sound. All this is this guy who was into this, and of course the history dig it a little bit into the, for us not to understand, and it's all about those collapsing vortexes. I will give you the link for the stuff for you to understand. The vortexes in the cars, this is what make me discovered all this stuff, because it's crazy once I have it on the car. The noise of it, the noise of this vortex sound is beautiful. This exotic technology, the air collapsing into those engines. So the engines just keep the stuff running. Of course, the engines, they don't they continue burning fuel. Even with this electronic, a car will burn fuel going down the hill. They don't cut this injector stuff. Of course, they want you to be taxed, to be metered when you move. But if a car could get only taken its power from the air, collapsing air, it will be a crazy object. And this is just one of the exotic technologies that you can put in your car. This stupid combustion engine can be made by a piece of metal which costs nothing, and it does better than any turbos I have seen in my life. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I will give you the link, and of course I will give you this video where you see this exotic nature shape. This is nature. So here it's inside, it's kind of digged like a plane wing, so it's more curved in the outside and digged in the middle. So it's like a wing, but shaped in a vortex shape, and it can do this. It can do this, and this is the part that here we have seen in the engine jet. It's the front part. It's sucked. It's pulled forward. Plus there is rotation speed. Plus it will be pulled forward. So it's a self-sustaining mechanism. So more or less, this is my video about the jet Fuel Hoax. It's really technology based on technology, beautiful technology, beautiful object, and enjoy your traveling. This is why we pay EasyJet 20 euro for getting cross Europe, because it costs nothing. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.